I want to start the video with two questions. Can we make project management indispensable for organizational success? That's question one. Question two, can we make project management as a strategic competitive advantage? In our view, the answer is yes to both questions. Good day, my name is Mounir Ajam. I'm the founder and CEO of Uruk Project Management, and I'm here to share my views on this subject. I want to start by being transparent. I know project management today have an image problem. That image problem comes from our performance. We have seen too many projects go over budget, delayed, and even some of them fail completely. They might have completed and finished their product, but nobody cares, or terminated early. So we know we have an image problem, and actually, I shouldn't say an image problem, I know we have a problem. Now let's go beyond that. We can continue to see the glass as half empty. However, there is the other half that is quite full. And the meaning of that is that we are certain that there are a lot of organizations excel in project management. They have invested in the proper system, the proper method to deliver success consistently. So we know there are failures, but we know success is also possible. Now, those successes come from higher level of maturity in terms of organizational competence and maturity level within the organization. Now, that doesn't mean they have 100% success rate. I would love to see that. However, they do deliver mostly more successes than failure. So, success is possible. So how can we change the deep-rooted perception about failure and about project management? I know sometimes the word project management, it just basically turns people off. Well, as top executive, we must transform how we deliver value to our organization. We owe it to our shareholders and stakeholders to optimize performance. And how do we do that? I'm going to talk about 4 steps in closing this video. Step 1, we need to start with a mindset. And I know I'm one of those people who don't like that word mindset a lot because it's often misleading. But what I'm saying here is that you need to start with a mindset building on what I just said. We can look at the half empty glass or the half full. We can consider that we can look at failures and forget about success. What we're saying here is a mindset. We really must understand that the reality, despite the noise we hear about failure, is that success is possible. So we must believe in the possibilities of achieving project management as a competitive advantage and indispensable for organization success. So that's 1. Number 2, we need to recognize that project management is important in supporting the strategy or the strategic planning or the strategy formulation of an organization, because project management is a function, if done well, it has a lot of record that can help with the strategy formulation and then move from strategy formulation to strategy execution. We often talked about project management as the bridge between formulation and execution. Number 3, we need to recognize project management as a core organizational function. I don't really understand, and that maybe deserves a separate video on its own, why it's okay to have project HR department, IT department, sales department, marketing department, finance department, but project management is only in office. Why project management is not at the same level as all of the other organization unit? All of them work on project. So why project management doesn't deserve the same level of status, including having a number 4, which is a chief project officer, and supported by a project management function, which is formalized by the organizational leadership as a project management division. So 4 steps. mindset, the role of project management in strategic planning and implementation, the mindset that project management should be a core organizational function like all other functions, and the need for chief project officer and project management division in an organization to carry out the culture of project management and culture of success across the entire organization. Thank you.